Bob and Gina Show, special edition, March 25th, 2026.
I'm being trafficked. It's true.
We are doing a little episode for Strawberry Family. Our Strawberry Family, our friends up here in Strawberry that we have, what do you say, cultivated, that we have gained.
That have joined our cult.
That have joined us. This is mostly for them, but it's also for all of our fans, our followers on
followers, I think.
Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
And we want to take this moment to be transparent. Transparency.
Absolutely, Gina.
This is...
Told you I'm going to be me, and if you don't like it, you can leave the couch.
Yeah, no, be you,
there.
but you're going to have to speak up louder because I don't know that it grabs that. Yeah, you can hold it up there.
I'm being trafficked.
So, anyway, the reason why we're on here is because we need to let you guys know something that we have not shared with you in the 4 years that we've been here. The reason we need to let you know is because we're coming into our busy season and I may need some help. I have fired Bob and he's not going to work here for a while.
You are so full of hooey.
No, today is your last day of like work.
I didn't work today.
You did, and it was not easy for you.
I didn't work. No, and,
Okay.
and you can't fire. Oh, this thing is going all wrong. Yeah,
Okay.
I love how my story
No, I'm gonna
becomes
let you.
your story.
I'm the narrator. It's not my story. I'm the narrator.
Okay.
Most of you
Keep
know,
narrating.
following us, most of you know that Bob developed skin cancer in May. It started appearing right around Mother's Day and was a whole journey.
Yeah.
But what you don't know, besides his skin cancer in May, is that he already has multiple myeloma. I learned that somebody can have two cancers at the same time.
Oh, only if you're lucky.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, and that's why the skin cancer situation happened, was because of the drugs for the.
Do you want to hold this up to you?
No.
Without turning it off?
Because the drugs that I was on for the multiple myeloma over how many years I have it?
You've had it 14.
14 years, did a number on my immunity. And so then that allows, and I was always told that. I was always told secondary cancers are very prevalent. Well, I didn't know it'd take that long. But then it slows your immunity in other places where you have a good chance of, getting cancer. And that's exactly what happened.
So multiple myeloma is uncurable, and you can do some research on it. And he has had it for a long time, and now we're in a situation where it's not good.
Yeah, 2010. I've been dealing with it for 2010. So
15 years, 16.
Yeah, I've been through the ropes. So
anyhow, the reason why we're sharing this with you is because he's starting to not look well. And
you keep going back to that.
People are commenting, and we need you to know, just like when we exposed the skin cancer, like it was becoming very obvious that this growth on the side.
Yeah, that was a big old thing right here.
Okay.
She doesn't think my color is good, and
so he fractured his back, and that's where this cancer is. Is it? For you specifically,
no,
or that's where
everybody? It's a blood cancer that resides in the bones, and what it does it could happen in a short amount of time, but what it does is it weakens the bones by sending out these rogue signals, and that's what cancer does for all types. It sends out these rogue signals, and mine sends out a signal to decrease calcium and other elements in the bone, and you get really brittle bones, and eventually it clogs up your kidneys, all that calcium hitting the kidneys at the same time, and it goes after internal organs. And it's in, we call it incurable, but I forget what the other term is. It's
like treatable.
yeah, treatable, incurable, but the life expectancies have gotten quite well. If I would have got it in the 1990s, yeah, not good. But obviously, I've been at it, almost 20 years, and I've gone through. I can't.
15.
Whatever. You're the exaggerator. And I've gone through probably, let's say, 9 sets of drugs, and always jumped onto the next one. We always say, we ride that drug. We ride it, and then when it doesn't work, we flip and we jump onto the next one. It could not work, and if it does, then we go to the next one. It's this constant moving forward through the chain of drugs that are available, and I've always had just the best luck.
Until now.
Until now.
So now this drug that he's on, so a lot of you know the situation that happened while he went through radiation, and I have insurance through my school district, and it changed October 1st, and so he went to his treatment in the middle of radiation, got news from Blue Shield that they will continue care the day before, and then they did not continue care. And so he has gone from October until December without getting his weekly chemo treatments.
Yeah.
And now we have to go to Modesto to get these treatments, and it's not working, and that's why everything is falling apart.
Yeah, the drug after that long of a delay, and I've been off of it before for some time. There was a couple times I was off of it, but always got back on. Wham, took care of it.
Yeah.
This time, not so much.
No.
And so when we switched oncologists, switched cancer centers, got back on it, the counts were already like this, and then they just did this. So they've skyrocketed.
So he fractured his back, which he already has 5 discs. That's how this started 15 years ago.
20.
He was shucking your bread, your sourdough bread that we bring up to you every week.
Because I care.
He was shucking it into the car in January, and
we say blew out my back. That kind
at
of
first
thing.
we thought it was just a pulled muscle, and then it wasn't. And so the Friday of the massive storm that we got on February 20th, that Friday, he drove himself down to ER while I stayed here and manned the store, and it is indeed fractured. So that's why he's walking around a little feeble.
L1.
The L1 vertebrae.
Yeah.
So it's been hard, because the summer in July, like having to have him have surgery on his face, a lot of you know what that was like. This month of the year, I was going to say this year, then radiation for 8 weeks was horrible on the mouth, and you all watched us and followed us with that. Then he has a little bit of recovery, and now we're facing this, and now this healthcare system stinks. And I am hoping that somebody who watches this is an advocate that can help us do something and get him back to the cancer doctor up here, because Blue Shield was fantastic. Dr. Tipton at Adventist in Sonora is amazing. He's an amazing cancer doctor. Everyone that we talk to who has had Dr. Tipton says that same thing.
That's fact.
And we need to get him back, but we can't, because we have Sutter Health now, and we have to go down to Modesto weekly. And that's another reason I wanted to come forward, because many of you come in on Tuesday and wonder where we are, and some of you, dear friends, and we have not been transparent with you for 4 years. And we have, I feel like we've hid this from you, and I don't know why.
Well, you fired me.
That's why I hid it from.
Well, you had this coming. You start firing people.
Anyway, so one reason we're doing this is so you know what's happening with him, and if he's sitting down and he can't get up, that's why, because his back is a mess, and we don't have solutions for that quite yet. His cancer is on the rise, and he's losing weight, and he's not looking good, and I want you to know that too. But also, we're coming into our busy season again, And I am running this race to make sure that this store stays alive. And when he's not a full person, it's a little overwhelming. So I also need your prayers for both of us to remind us that we have strength, because all things come from God. All strength comes from Him. All peace comes from Him. And it's going to be whatever it's going to be. But some days might be a little harder than others for both of us. Right?
You don't get invited to a lot of parties, do you?
Because
No.
I cry?
Yeah, you paint a dark picture, and I get it, because we have to deal with reality.
Yeah, reality
But,
is your
yeah.
cancer is on the rise.
Okay, so and the back and this, the back happened because of the cancer. It weakened one of the vertebrae. Okay, so we gotta deal with that, but dealing with that will be a result of getting the cancer under control. So
Which we are hopeful, but we are unsure.
yeah, so we've got a big appointment up in Sacramento with some dude.
A cancer specialist in
Cancer
Sacramento
specialist.
on Monday, March 30th.
Yeah, so we'll go see him, and he had a conversation about, what are the options, which way do we want to go, and come to an agreement, or he gets in trouble. And then that will help stop this bone deterioration. Then the back situation, I'm going to see
You'll see a surgeon on Thursday.
see a surgeon on
April
Thursday.
1st.
I've dealt with
Second.
with this type of bone back issue before. I kind of think I know the direction he's going to want to go, but regardless, we'll sit down and we'll have a talk about that. And I have, I'm pretty sure he's going to want to do. I can't remember the name. It's like cardioplasty or something. It's
They
the one I
inject
have.
cement and
Yeah.
blow it up and get this vertebrae off of the nerve.
Yeah, and that's the 5 I had. Worked fantastic. I mean, this is in 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you say 16.
Yeah, 16.
In
16
years, this back has been fine. I mean, before I shoveled your bread into the back of the Jeep, it really had been.
There's been a few.
There has been a few.
things.
There has been, but
Yes.
relatively flawless. So if we can get that kind of response, and then get these numbers that have skyrocketed, and get those under control, and hopefully, Mr. Myeloma specialist.
We
has
just
the-
need it to be the right medicine. So that would be another prayer, is for the new medicine to be the right medicine
Yeah.
and control this. But even controlling this, it's going to take months
Yeah, you got
to rein it back in.
Yeah,
It's
to
on
turn
the rise.
to turn the curve.
Yeah.
because it's like this.
Yes.
And so to turn that curve, to me, turn an aircraft carrier, and so it's going to take some time to get that. But once we know it even levels off,
Yeah,
we'll know we're headed down the right path,
right.
and so we'll be all right. Get the back fixed,
Yeah.
and then live through the chemo. But I mean, yeah. Say something I don't agree with.
No,
No,
no, and
but we want to get back to Adventist.
we want to get back to Adventist. He needs to get back.
What? See that? She struck
You
me.
have
I
napkins.
need that.
We need to
Yeah.
get back to Adventist. So we
Yeah.
need someone to advocate. We have paperwork from Blue Shield that says we were covered, they would continue care, and
Yeah.
they didn't.
Yeah.
And they just said, nope, done.
And I've heard other cases just like mine. Oh, I was sitting. Your fault. I just want to do this crap. I was sitting, waiting to walk in for the radiation. Phone rings and it says, Adventist. Well, that's a coincidence. I'm here. And the girl goes, don't go in. I go, oh my gosh, that's yeah. And why? You're not covered. We just called them again and they've dropped you. What do you mean? I talked to them yesterday and I said, can you assure me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Poop on them.
Yeah. because now we're dealing life and death. I mean, this is
Wow. That, once again, party. She's a party animal, this girl.
realistically, like, we need to get your cancer under control so
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
yeah, yeah.
continue to live. Because I married him knowing that he had cancer. Boy, that's another story. But on the phone when we're first chit-chatting and learning all about each other, and he's like, hey, yeah, so I have multiple myeloma. And I'm like, oh, great, okay.
I thought I could get it past you if I said it really fast.
At first, and you did, because at first I thought he said melanoma. And I'm like, skin cancer, piece of cake, that'll be fine.
I love cake.
I hang up, and it wasn't cake. It wasn't melanoma, it's myeloma. And so I was like, Lord, really? I've been praying for this man for a year to meet someone like him, and now you give me someone who's gonna die soon? Okay. We've been together 7 years. So it's been great, and I would like 7 more. So prayers again.
I'll be calling my lawyer after this episode.
No, yeah. And I was all great. I retired from teaching knowing that I had a very small amount of time with him to live the rest of my life with him. So I retired early
Holy
to do
cow.
this. But never in the little profile did he say we were going to buy a store in the mountains and work hard. I just thought I was going to be able to take care of you, honey.
Yeah, I remember when you
didn't know.
introduced me to your mom, you said, Mom, this is the Walking Dead guy. And I should have taken that as a sign.
No,
No, you've got split
So-
ends.
1, transparency. 2, prayers. 3, encouragement. 4, when you see him, talk normal. Joke with him. You don't have to feel uncomfortable around him. We told some friends today, and Joel was like, I don't know what to say around him. And I'm like, oh, please, shoot the breeze like you always do.
Yeah.
You're just not going to see Bob get up and get to the counter
No,
quickly. And he doesn't, he scoots like a little man.
5 partridges in a pear tree.
I love you, honey. I need
I
you.
don't know.
I do, and I need you. I need you. So,
Good
advocate for Blue
gravy.
Shield for insurance trouble, for something so we can get back and get the right health care so this cancer does not go out of control. And yeah. We have hired 12 people for the summer, so I will have, I'm hoping, a great staff, but
They're
I could
really
always
good.
use volunteers to fold the clothing, to sweep, to dust, to pull a weed.
To blend up my food and give it to me in a straw.
Because he won't be able to get down, and he can't lift. So he's like 20% of a person right now, and I need more.
You're 15. You've got chronic halitosis.
Oh, okay. All right, no more crying. Okay. Multiple myeloma, cancer awareness, healthcare stinks. We love you. Come see us. And
Yeah.
I'm praying for you to pray for us.
Got it.
Okay. You good?
Boy, that was fairly painful.
How do you end this on here?
Hey, everybody, this is the Bob and Gina show. No, it doesn't seem like it goes right.